Why? Easy. Yeah. Yeah, know what I holla? Do you know what I holla? Do you know what I holla? Yeah, you know the itty bitty city by the
Bounce on your bitch. Harass your hoe. Strap in, everyone. It's the White Bronco Show.
Welcome to the White Bronco Show with your host, Tommy Marks. I'm Aaron Bendersky. You can find us online at TheWhiteBroncoShow.chaoticradio.com. Search for us on iTunes and subscribe. Like our Facebook fan page. Follow us on Twitter. Tommy is Uncle Tio's Niños. I'm at Big Happy Trees. Call in now, 909-989-0789. We're always sponsored by Vosh's Clothing.
Who else we sponsored by this week?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, 420 is just 5 days away. And I know where I'll be. At Captain Jack's on Foothill in Upland, the #1 dispensary in the Inland Empire.
Let me go on record saying why it's the best place.
The dankest.
Weed, whatever, aside, location-wise, it's between an In-N-Out and a strip club. There's one building between. It's a fucking weed cleanse. So I don't think there's a better fucking place.
And there's a bomb Chinese food place across the street as well. New China. Been there forever.
Yeah, ate there once. Don't remember, though.
420 party at Captain Jackson Upland, guys. It's going to be great. There's going to be live music. There's going to be food. There's going to be drinks. There's going to be a lot of weed. There's going to be blunt rolling competitions. There's going to be joint rolling competitions. 2 separate categories. So bring your skills, bring your cross joints, bring your dinosaur blunts. We want to see it all. White Bronco Show is going to be there partying. We hope to see you all there. Captain Jackson Upland.
What day is that again? I already forgot. Monday. This coming Monday. Is that, wait,
420.
It's on 420.
420 this Monday, April 20th. We'll see you guys there.
Okay. We also got one other sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
Let's play that ad. The White Bronco Show is proudly sponsored this week by John Elway Chevrolet. Come on down with a black light. Check out any used van we got on the lot. You won't find a stain. You may find blood, but that's just because we play football down here. All right, well, that was kind of weird, John L.A., but, that's how we're kind of getting money this week.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, it's good we have a sponsor this week because I know I'm short on money, as always, and I'm sure you're kind of low on money after Coachella.
Yeah, Coachella will drain your wallet pretty quickly. I was lucky enough to go with my friend who won tickets from K-Rock, and it was my first Coachella. And I, like a lot of people, hadn't been to Coachella. And after a certain number of years, after hearing about all the great times that everybody was having, that I wasn't going to go because I was definitely too cool for it. So I had lasted this long without going. And I had actually bought a ticket and ended up selling it the week before he won the tickets. But so I drove out there with my buddy on Thursday night.
I think if anyone won fucking tickets off the radio, what radio station was it?
K-Rock.
I guess that's our tribes. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fuck them. But hey, if you win tickets anywhere, I think that's a reason to go. You know, that's
you have to go.
That's why you went.
Yeah.
I've never gone, so I'm curious because I've seen what it does to vaginas.
Uh-huh.
And
what does it do to the vaginas? Let me
just tell you one thing real quick though. I see you kind of like it's not my term here, but you're hip hopping the mic since you've been back from Coachella. So keep your hands off the mic.
I'm sorry. I'll keep.
I know you got a little touchy feely all weekend, but stay off the mic. I don't want any fucked up sounds coming in later. It's not some fucking girl's ass at Coachella. But all right, let's hear about the people you went with because obviously you probably knew a bunch of fucking weirdos already going, and you and your buddy won tickets.
Well, luckily my brother already had a group set up, and this is a group that goes every year, and they go to a lot of festivals every year together, and they kind of have their thing set up really, really well. And luckily we fit into the dynamic really well. There were 11 people in our campsite, and they took over like 6 adjoining campsites and made a huge common area. So we had this we had one of the most legit campsites probably. A lot of space for everyone, even though there was 11 people. There were
What?
Three girlfriends for 3 guys.
What was the weather like?
The weather was not too hot, but it never got over like 98.
A lot of ass cheeks, titty, side titties.
The fashion these days with the biggest gift from God these days is these shorts that the girls are wearing, where it's completely okay to show your entire ass, and it's fashionably okay. Nobody questions it. It drives everybody crazy.
No,
it's beautiful.
No, I'm a big fan.
And that was everywhere. Everywhere.
I'll even take a guy in ass chaps.
You know, whatever looks good. If it's aesthetically pleasing, then I don't think there's anything wrong with it ever, no matter what it is.
All right. So you have like a really nice campsite. How many days were you there for?
We were there Thursday night. We left Sunday night. So
you were there for
a
few nights. What was the craziest shit that happened?
There was a lot of crazy shit that happened.
Start with the drugs you guys were taking.
Well, these guys, this group of people, were the most professional, and like everybody was a complete psychonaut, and everybody was there to trip out and have a great time. And
explain what a psychonaut is.
A psychonaut is somebody that enjoys taking psychedelics and going deep into places, into those realms, and exploring them.
You're talking mentally, not like physically. Like you don't put them in your like.
Well, you can put them anywhere.
You ingest them though. But what were you guys taking? What were you guys taking? Pills?
Mushrooms. There's a lot of mushrooms, acid, Molly.
So let's hear about the hardest you tripped, or the hardest somebody else tripped.
Well,
or when you saw like everybody, a girl with her tits out.
Everybody tripped really hard. At some point, everybody during the festival took what became known as the tent trip, starting with my brother, the good old-fashioned tent trip. On Friday, he was feeling it a little bit too much, and he texted everybody and said, guys, I'm going back to the camp. I'm going to have myself a good old-fashioned tent trip. And
sounds like someone saw a little too much fucking ass cheek popping out, and he needed to go jack off in a sleeping bag.
He was questioning his entire existence and needed to go into the tent. And everybody ended up having their own tent trip. For me,
Oh, wait. There was one thing you didn't. I said don't contact me. I just want to hear about it when you get back. But there was one thing you contacted me about, and it was my favorite part, and I couldn't wait to talk to you about it. That's why I haven't brought it up. But you told me that you saw an outhouse covered in blood.
Oh.
What the fuck is that? And
okay, yeah.
Starting with,
oh man,
what were you on?
Whoa.
What were you on when you walked into that?
I was on mushrooms when I walked into that, and that was what happened. What happens is these lines form at the porta potties when it's really cracking. There's a lot of people there. It goes like 6 deep, and there's a row of 20 porta potties on each side with 6 deep in line, and you're waiting. And this guy, I was next in line, and this guy had been in there for 10 minutes, and people are going in left and right, and you're like, what the fuck? Are you trying to cut people off without being a dick, but nobody's letting you in? And I'm knocking on the door, and when I go in, and he comes out, he makes no eye contact with anybody, he just runs away, holding his face. So I'm like, that was weird. I go in, there is blood everywhere, on the seat, on the floor, on the urinal thing on the side. Like, I don't know if he was doing cocaine or snorting whatever, Molly, and caught a nosebleed in the desert, which is I don't know.
None of this blood came from the ass. I figured someone was shitting blood.
It might have.
I don't know what I was thinking, but I don't know what the first thing in my mind would be if I opened an outhouse door.
Oh, it was horrible.
And it was like covered in blood. I would be like, oh my god, someone just shit their fucking liver.
Luckily, I had already been through such an ordeal up to that, like before that point, that was completely fine. Like, oh, this is completely in line and okay. Like, oh, this is just something that I'm dealing. By the way, I'm in flip-flops.
You fucked up. Hey, look, I knew you back in the day. You fucked a lot of girls in high school. A bloody back in the day. A bloody bathroom you're no stranger to that. It's fine.
So that day before that bathroom experience, I ate mushrooms before we went out to see the bands, and everybody was talking about how great these shrooms were, and I thought, great,
How much mushrooms?
I ate a little bit under an eighth.
Do you have any mushrooms left for me?
Oh yeah, I thought we could figure it out.
Aaron, dude, do you have any left for me?
Oh yeah, dude. All
right.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
Yeah. So, so but everybody was talking about how great these mushrooms are, so I was excited. Great, and a little under an eighth. That's nothing. I thought I had enough experience to be able to handle it. Well, lo and behold, I'm watching a great band, one of my favorite bands that I saw there. Given the experience I had, called it's escaping me now, but we
Well, you don't even remember this band's name?
Hold on, no, I've been listening to them. I'll find it in a second. But Royal Blood. They're called Royal Blood.
It's
really
a two-man band.
Yeah, they're dudes. So the drummer comes out, and when you're that high on mushrooms, you know who else is tripping. You kind of have this sixth sense of like that person's high, that person's on mushrooms. You kind of know what's up. The drummer comes out, and he stands up on his stool, and he's just looking out into the crowd, and he just locks in on our group. And we're all tripping. He's just looking down we're like 4 people deep, and he's just looking at us and smiling the most sinister "I'm tripping so hard" smile. And dude, it just opened up the complete, one of the deepest.
What kind of music is it?
It's like hard rock. He plays a bass. The lead guy plays a bass that he uses a bunch of pedals to do all sorts of effects on, like fifths and thirds and all sorts of cool things. But he basically is just a bass player and a drummer, and they're just rocking really hard.
Okay, that's tight. I expected cool stories like that. What's that band called one more time?
Royal Blood. But
wait. Where's all the pussy stories? Like, where's I was finger banging 2 chicks at the same time?
Well, not a lot of success for your boy at Coachella. I wasn't too caught up. I didn't want to get too caught up in not having a good time just because I was trying to hook up and considering a day not fun or something, because you know what I mean? Because you can get caught up like that. I don't think anybody.
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, you've never gone out like, oh, I have to get late tonight, and then when you don't, you're like, well, now I'm upset.
I feel like
I didn't
that's
want that
a Tuesday.
I mean,
we're going up.
If any sort of ecstasy, Molly, anything like that, I think your expectations of getting laid are up.
You are, yeah. You definitely you want it to happen. I had some contact with girls and stuff, but nothing. No.
What was that text message called when your brother said, "Oh, I gotta go back and do a little solo
tent trip"? The tent trip.
You know what a tent trip is? That's like, I want to go jack off by myself for 2 hours on mushrooms in a sleeping bag. And is
there anything better though at the end of a mushroom trip to just really get into it? Even though you're at home, you wrap yourself up in your sleeping bag and just have a good sesh.
Yeah, I did something bad one time. I thought I found my girlfriend's friend on YouPorn. Friend and coworker. And I jacked off to it for like 2 hours. Played out the scenario like 150 times, like presenting it to her like I was gonna be the hero. Or maybe she was just like, "Hey, I needed this," like, you know what I mean? Because they worked.
Were you mostly jacking off at the idea of you being a hero at that point? Is that why you're jacking off for 2 hours?
Yeah, yeah. But it was like, it was bad. And then I thought I got rid of that tab forever. I showed it to her. Definitely wasn't her. It was really bad. Scenario didn't play out how I planned at all. Then I closed that tab out, and then maybe 2 weeks later, just out of nowhere, she opens my computer. And that fucking screen has like appeared, and she's like, "You're still watching this?
Did you not close your browser?"
I thought I did. I don't know. It crept back up, and she's like,
"Crept back?"
Yeah. And she said, "Oh my god, you've been fucking jacking off to this for the last 2 weeks?" No. And then I had to explain to her, "No, I never jack off to anything twice. This is the fucking 21st century. Are you kidding me?" When I was jacking off to VHS porns back in the day, I wasn't even jacking off to the same minutes. You know what I mean? Right. I was fast forward. I couldn't jack off to the same part. It's impossible. So, no, it was a ghost browser that fucking, just crept up when I was in the shower one day.
One of the guys did mention that he had jacked off 10 times while we were there in the.
Where?
I don't know. I wasn't keeping tabs on him.
In the blood house?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's where the blood came from.
Wait, so
from his chafing hands.
So what happened when you saw the bloody shitter? Did you just be like, okay,
I was like, fuck
Coachella's over.
No, I was like, dude, I have to take a piss.
Starbucks.
I've been waiting for way too long, and I'm gonna take a piss and get out of here and try not to get blood on my toes.
Okay.
My open-toed sandals.
Did you walk past any weird shit?
Oh yeah, but this is I walk past any weird. Oh, dude, there is a 3-story building with hippos pretending to be corporate executives that were just working the entire time during the festival. And so you just walk by that, and you could see through the glass. And there was like the CEO on the top, the CEO hippo, and then the middle was like the like worker hippos, and the bottom was the mailroom hippos, and they were just. It was very, very trippy.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it was
that's
cool. There's art
weird.
everywhere.
I know for some of our listeners out there, you guys remember a story we did about the last Zoroastrian. Very interesting story. This young man was actually looking for us for a little help. So we're gonna take a break here real quick, and we're gonna catch up with him after the break and kind of see where he's at with his life and his journey. And we actually have some recommendations coming out to him. So stick with us, White Bronco Show.
I'm excited.
We'll catch you after the break.
Yeah, holla. Do you know that I holla? Do you know what I holla? Yeah, you know the itty bitty city by the water that's steady getting taller. Why? Easy. Yeah. Yeah, holla. Do you know that I holla? Do you know what I holla? Yeah, you know the itty bitty city by the water.
White Bronco Show. We're back. Fuck with us on Twitter.
Yeah.
And this Friday night, I'll be performing at the Ha Ha Comedy Club.
The Ha Ha Hole?
What's it called? The Ha Ha Cafe. 8 p.m. in Hollywood. I think it's at 8 p.m. I'll put it on Facebook. I'll put it on Twitter. But the Ha Ha Cafe. Hollywood.
Beautiful.
Men and women, come on out. It'll be good. So you were telling us about a band, and this dude made eye contact with you and your group, who was the drummer?
He was the drummer for Royal Blood. He was obviously tripping, and I knew because I was tripping so hard, and I had my radar up. And that just began the craziest trip.
Is that called Tripdar?
Yeah, that would accurately describe it.
Tripdar.
My Tripdar was high, and I knew, and because I knew how hard he was tripping, it made me trip harder. And as they started playing, tears started pouring down my face. Luckily, I was wearing a hat and sunglasses, and like I was able to keep it together. The fact that I didn't just crumble, but I just started like just everything. Like, well, obviously I'm dying, and the whole world is gonna end. But it's cool because I'm with my friends. But now the snakes are coming, and everything is spinning. And so I just look at my friends. I'm like, I'm gonna be by that fence over there. And luckily, there was a fence that was about 4 feet high and was casting a shadow enough over that I could sit on it and be completely covered by the shadow. And it's still only 20 feet away from the stage, and the music is completely cranking. There's a stack of fucking speakers 20 feet high, and it's just blaring, and everybody's walking by you, and I am tripping harder than so I look at the guy next to me. I'm like, listen, man. He's like 50. I'm like, listen, man. I am tripping way too fucking hard to be here right now. Just tell me. I'm like, just watch me and tell me when this band is over, because I can't lose my friends. And he's like, all right,
Did you
man.
tell him, I already lost my brother? He's jacking off in a sleeping bag.
he's in a fucking tent somewhere.
Back at base camp.
So he's like, it's okay. I'm tripping too, man. I'm like, okay. So I just lay down. I put my hat over my head so I don't look at everybody. And I don't know if you've ever had a trip like this. It happens to me when it's really strong on mushrooms. You just go away. You lose consciousness, like not consciousness, but in your mind you have a complete hallucination. And I found myself in an orange tent that was like the size of the Jerry Dome, like the size of the Dallas Palace, with oriental orange alien women fanning me with fans, taking care of me, and like these fucking goddesses. And
Wait.
Yeah.
While you're at the concert,
yeah,
you hallucinated that you were in some
that I was in a cosmic tent.
5-star rub and tug.
Basically. And they were fanning me.
And we already confirmed you still have some of those mushrooms?
Yeah, I think we can.
All right.
Yeah.
So how did you what happened when you snapped back?
When I snapped back, I was still the band was still playing, but they were kind of winding down, and I was just looking for my friends. And I just knew, I'm like, as soon as I find my friends, everything's going to be all right. And I saw my brother, and he came over to me, and like he gave me a hug, and everything was better. And then everybody wanted to take a nap, and they figured that where I was napping was the best spot. So I was in the middle of like 5 of us napping, and like I built a little force field over my friends, and we're like, I'm protecting us.
Kind of sounds like you built a circle jerk, and
It was great.
When you were
It was
crying,
awesome.
those were tears of not getting pussy.
But after that, I tripped
At
great.
Coachella.
When we woke up, we were all fucking having a great time. We saw a band called Jungle that was really, really good, and a band, who else killed it? Run the Jewels is a rap act that I hadn't heard of that was awesome. They had Zach De La Rocha came up from Rage Against the Machine with them. It was cool.
Well, speaking of your weird ass friends, we got the last Zerast
Oh, there he is.
on the line. Last Zerast, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How you doing?
I don't know, man. I feel fucking worse. I've been going through the therapy, and I feel fucking worse.
Well, sometimes sometimes it gets worse before it gets better, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
What did you hear in therapy before we give you our advice?
Well, we had the medication talk already, so Tio, I've got good news for you. I can get all the Ritalin I want.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, it's not supposed to fuck me up, so what's the point? You know, it's supposed to, slow me down and keep me focused. So, yeah, all that shit's for you, man. I'll hook you up.
Wait,
tell him to step it up to Adderall and hook us all up. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, can I do that? I mean,
Yeah.
if he's going to give me Ritalin, can I get Adderall, you think?
Yeah, you start with the A's. A for Adderall.
Well, what's the difference?
Yeah, I mean, Adderall's
B is for
better.
what? Benzos?
I don't know. What's the difference between
C is
apple
for
juice
codeine.
and wine?
You can
Oh,
cut
wow.
Adderall.
I want the
blow.
wine. Well, I guess Teal wants the wine. To me, I guess I'm, immune to it or some shit.
Well, what else have they told you? Because
well, there's more drugs. They told me about this thing called Lexapro.
No, not fucking.
Oh,
Lexapro.
dude. Well, here's the thing. I looked it up, and it's basically gonna break my dick and make me fat.
Yeah,
And-
basically.
And I'm
Hold on,
supposed
don't.
to feel like the man 24/7, but I don't know, you guys, man.
All right.
It's fucking crazy.
we're happy you're working on yourself.
Yeah.
You know, with all angles. You're taking all angles. But,
Yeah.
what about where you stand with keeping your religion alive? You are the last
I think-
Zoroastrian.
Dude, I think I just need I need another religious experience. I think I just need to travel the world or something.
Well, can't you?
I need to go on a world tour that's just going to make me happy. That's what I want to do.
Can't you just kind of make it, you can be honest with people and tell them, this is where I'm at with my religion. This is what it is. I'm trying to keep it alive. And be honest with them and be honest with these women because, if we are going to keep this thing alive, you do need to be meeting women.
I know. Well, that's the whole point. I mean, that's the whole reason why I'm in therapy. I need to get laid.
But
dude.
you
So
know what? We actually
wanna
called.
spread my
Are you trying to
feet around
fuck
the
your
world.
Are you trying to fuck your therapist?
No.
Then why are you in
no.
therapy trying to get laid? You need to
No,
be
I'm
going
just
out
saying,
trying to get
this
laid,
is
or at
what
least
we're
downloading
talking
Tinder.
about, you fool. This is the topic of conversation. These are the things I need to address. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. If it's up to me, I want to fucking go straight to Budapest, and just fuck every Budapest tent. That would make me really happy. I don't need Lexapro if I can just fuck a Budapest tent.
Well, then you should do it. I think you should do it.
And why not make it a multicultural thing? Why not make it a really, advanced
Dude,
religion? And
that's part of.
Are you
that's part of
racist?
the plan.
will you?
Oh, I'm very racist. Yeah.
So what girls will you not have sex with?
Like really chinky girls. Really chinky girls.
Well-
They gotta have the eyes and no ass and no tits. I'm not into that.
Okay.
I don't know. If
the
they've
White
got
Bronco
big
Show
eyes and
apologizes.
they've kind of got a little white blood in them, I'm cool with that.
Okay, so your religion kind of has enemies, I guess.
Dude,
Because you're
everybody's
speaking-
the enemy if they're not of
You're
the blood.
You're speaking on
Wait,
behalf.
repeat that?
Yeah,
Repeat that, last Zoroastrian?
Now this makes me sound really like a terrorist. This isn't good.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
No,
You're
this
the
is
last
another
semester.
thing we're talking about in therapy, dude. I was talking to my therapist about the time I freaked out. My mom wanted my help buying a pressure cooker at fucking Macy's. I'm not gonna fucking help my mom buy a pressure cooker at Macy's. Teal?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
because you're dark and you would fit the profile.
I fit the profile.
Yeah.
You
don't want to do that.
I'm
Definitely
sorry.
don't do that.
I'm sorry to ask this question, but
Dude, this is heavy.
is your mom still with us? Because I thought you were
Yeah,
the last
no,
Zoroastrian.
She's with us.
She's not a Zoroastrian then?
No, she's a you know what? She probably isn't. She's in the middle of a fucking divorce. I think she's realized that. I think I'm slowly turning everyone into an atheist, you guys.
No, that's okay. You just need to be honest about where you are at this point in your religion. You're not there all the way, but your religion can get you laid.
I mean, I guess my religion will never get me laid.
It will get you laid.
I need to fucking go on a world tour and fuck like Budapest 10s and like Cape Town 9s and like Melbourne 8s.
We have a solution. I'm going to direct a documentary of you spreading your seed. Honestly, I think it's the easiest pickup line in the world. You know, during the day, we'll be going around with cameras. People will be already interested to talk to us, and we're going to tell them this is the last Zoroastrian. Here it is. He's not sure where he's at with his religion. You might be all in. You might be halfway in. But you know what? You're going to have sex. You're going to reproduce. Women are going to know what they want. They're going to know what they're going to get.
You just telling them about me is going to make them like all wet and drop their...
Oh, my God. 100%. 100%. And you can walk up to a girl at night at the bar and be like, this is the last Zoroastrian. He's a prince. No, fuck that. You're the king.
And also your rugged good looks.
And it's going to get everybody involved.
I have a big penis. Let them know I have a big penis.
Well, there you go.
Big dick. Part of being royalty is having a big dick.
Yeah.
This
is good.
Dude,
I'm
Rustam,
feeling better already.
If you go, this is what I propose. You go to Alaska. You go to the very what's at the very bottom of Blaine? What's the called Cape Canaveral? No, not Cape Canaveral.
Well, you come to me for geography questions.
I don't know. Okay, Rustam, you're gonna go to Alaska. You're gonna go to the tip of South America. You're gonna go to South Africa. You're gonna go to Australia. You're gonna go to Japan. You're gonna go to Sweden, and you're gonna have a child in each of those countries.
Ooh.
You're gonna spread your seed to every corner of the world, and it's gonna flow outwardly. And soon, within a couple of thousand years, your genetics are gonna be all over the world. Zoroastrian blood will live on forever.
The crew doesn't leave each destination until you've cummed in like 3 chicks.
And then we'll do a follow-up documentary in 30 years and see what all your kids are up to.
People think
that's what's going to make me happy. I need a legacy. I need to leave a legacy.
That boy documentary, or that movie with, about the boy. I don't even remember what it's called.
What? That boy documentary?
It's a movie.
Boyhood.
Boyhood, yeah. This is Boyhood.
Wait, what?
But it's actually, it's deeper than that.
That boy documentary? Well, it was a movie? Yeah. Boyhood? Yeah, that's it.
I don't want Aaron to come, though. I mean, if we're going to do the documentary and go on a world tour, I don't want Aaron to come.
Why?
Okay.
Why? I want to come.
Because if he couldn't fucking get laid at Coachella, he's going to, like...
The last Zoroastrian.
Lots of truth there. Lots of truth.
I'm serious. No, I'm serious. If that's the whole point, and he had all of those butts just staring at him and he did nothing...
True.
Yeah, fucking go chill with your chinky bitches.
Well, okay, let it be a lesson to everybody else. If you're more concerned with tripping as hard as you can and not as concerned with hooking up, then you're not going to hook up.
We also talked to you last time about you were battling between maybe you thought having sex with men was a good idea.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, well, no, listen.
Oh, Tio, come on, fuck you, dude.
We called
hashtag no homo.
Hashtag no homo.
We called Loveline. We talked to Dr. Drew. We consulted him about just keeping something alive, keeping a name even alive, or let alone a religion. And he said, you know what? If you have to have sex with guys to keep something going, have sex with guys. If it's women,
I know what makes
women.
My dick move, and it's not a fucking, dude ramming an ass or something. That doesn't work.
Okay, good. Then that was just to see where you're at with that, and that's just to see if our documentary is going to work, because you need to be dropping loads and chicks.
Are you more like a caressing the balls guy?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, we need you dropping loads and chicks.
Hashtag kinda homo.
And look, you can already. I really want to start a YouTube channel with you and just have you here in LA just start fucking as many chicks as you can, dumping loads.
We'll put it on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll let them know the deal before. You let them know the deal before. We'll interview them after. Like, how do you feel about it? This last Zoroastrian, no financial ties, anything like that, right? It's just it's a religious thing. You don't.
Maybe it could be its own genre of porn. Instead of like the casting couch, it's sort of like. You guys pre-screen the girls, and you can do whatever you want, and then it's just like all me and my big dick.
Yeah, I want you to be like Manson with all the drugs, minus all the killing,
Yeah, get
Maybe
out there, have
just
fun.
Actually, you killing the puss, and that's it.
You know,
I
go
wanna
be
tear it up.
yourself, do you,
Yeah.
go make a butt baby, whatever, have a great time.
Yeah.
All right, hey, well, last rest. We'll maybe catch up with you next week. We're
I'll
gonna
catch up with you guys.
we're gonna have a guest in studio, so if not, then we'll catch up with you.
All right.
Down the road. So thank you for checking
Yeah,
in.
I'll try not to kill myself, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for calling.
Dude,
Bye.
bang some chicks and tell us about it. We need
All
that.
right.
It's for the
Okay.
film now.
All right. Okay. All right. Bye.
All right, the last rest. Thank you.
That religion's kind of like breeds pussies.
He needs to step
no,
up.
he's not. He's a
He
you
needs
know.
hey, but there was a moment where he was like, he was pumped. He's all about it. He's ready to like fuck in the name of his religion.
Yeah, he needs to fuck. Basically, that's the moral of the story.
All right, hey, I was talking to some family members who are older, and they had never heard of World Star Hip Hop,
Wow.
and I was like, I went off fucking explaining it to him for so long, and I know we have some older listeners out there, so if you don't know what World Star Hip Hop is, it's a website that is strictly for people who like to just post up videos of real fights and people getting run over by cars,
Other crazy
and people
stuff.
getting hit with baseball bats and robberies and fucking 20 Mexicans fighting 5 Filipinos.
Sure.
Girl fights.
Lots of girl
Yeah.
fights. They do need a section just for baseball bats.
I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of twerking videos.
I like to take a cock ring and put it down deep at the base and watch girl fights and just squirrel one out. It takes longer, but it's
Do you have a special cock ring just for girl fights?
yes.
It's a special texture.
My girlfriend bought me a vibrating dick ring one time, and pretty much if a girl buys you a vibrating dick ring, it's just her way of saying, hey, you got a small dick, but let's stay together. You know what I mean? But hey, the reason we were talking about World Star is also me and Aaron did a stand-up show for a bunch of sheriffs out of like the Burbank, Glendale area, and they didn't really laugh too hard at our stuff, but they told us we were really funny. And they were like, we're talking to them after the show, and they were telling us like the funniest shit we see is like one of the big videos on YouTube is when people acting hard goes like soft, like when like a hardcore gangster ass like lesbian, like let's play the clip because they referenced this video right here. Do you have it? Do you have it queued up?
I have it queued up. This is one of my favorite
And this
videos
is
of all
this
time.
is what the cops were referencing to us is the shit they find funny on the job.
I love you. P.O.P. all the time. Right, these all good pimps, boy.
So this female was arrested for being in a car that was that was pulled over running away from a bank robbery.
Yeah.
And she's coming out of the courthouse getting put into a cop car, or no, she's leaving somewhere getting put into a cop car. There are reporters, they're asking her questions, and this is the beginning of the interview.
So tell us your side. What happened?
Hey, I'm an innocent bystander. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
I'm sticking to it. Sticking to his story.
So these cops were so fucking funny. And after the show, they were like, yeah, like when we see hard ass like 13-year-olds or gangster ass women, and then people start to crack. That's the funniest stuff to us, and
they laugh at sadness. Sure.
That's why they're so stone cold. So shout out to Officer Richard Garcia of the Glendale Sheriff's Department.
So are you from Houston?
Man, I'm from Port Arthur, Texas, and I'm a female.
So the
So good.
reporter asks, "Sir, are you from Houston?" And she responds, "No, I'm from Port somewhere, and I'm a female." Like she's answered that question 1,000 times before.
Also saw a video the other day of someone punching a cop in the face, and the first comment below the video was, "Those hands, though." So great. But hey, we're out of time for this week. We got a special guest in studio next week.
Who's that?
Look forward to that. It's a surprise guest. You're gonna have
Don't
to tune in
jinx it.
next week. Yeah.
Don't jinx it.
Oh, yeah.
White Bronco
seriously.
Show on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook, and catch our softcore YouPorn channel and YouTube channel of amateur male lap dance videos.
It's a hit, guys.
White
Check it
Bronco
out.
Show. We'll see you next week.
Yee.
Sipping martinis, eating scampi and linguine, making blunts disappear like I'm Houdini. Laid up with Asians that know tongue fool, getting blue when I got the call from young Drew. He was speaking